Welcome into SWOSUathletics.com. John Little sitting down with Tyler George, linebacker for the Southwestern Bulldog football team. SWOSU getting back after it this week. They're going to Southern Nazarene. Hey, Tyler, thanks for your time. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, man.
Hey, it's really good to see you, and it's good to see you back out on the field. I know early in the season, hampered by an injury, weren't able to play a few games. A couple of games you came back and you weren't 100%. How close to 100% are you right now?
I'm getting there. I'm probably like 95, probably 90, but man, it's just a process. I fractured my heel, and it kind of made me like a step slow, but I'm just now getting back to where I was kind of last year and stuff like that.
Yeah, when exactly did the injury occur? What portion of preseason then?
I was tackling one of my buddy's breaker, and whenever I was tackling him, I don't know what happened. I got caught underneath, and my ankle something happened. It twisted up or something, and it just fractured right whenever I was trying to hit him. So.
Well, that is a tough one to go on there, and you know you have several straight weeks without you, and you kind of came back at the perfect time because once you come back, you know, pretty much Kale goes out. That's a tough thing to see for him.
Yeah, man, I hate that for him being a senior year and then him having that neck problem and his nerves and stuff like that. I sure do hate it for him. And it just sucks.
Yeah, it does. We're talking with Tyler George here on SWOSUathletics.com. But Tyler, as you come back, you know, the team has been in a tough way here for the last couple weeks. Talking about the ECU game specifically, it was a ball game where the defense really buckled down in the second half. Was there any huge adjustment as far as mechanically, defensively, first half to second half, or did you just play a little bit better?
No, they were kind of killing us with that boot and stuff like that, and we adjusted to it at half, and coach made a few adjustments and everything like that. And I think it worked second half. We should have shut it down the first. We were overreacting to the ball, and that boot was just killing us the whole game. So.
Well, it's tough to get in a hole like that, but you guys did show a lot of fight to try to fight back in that one, come up a little bit short, but then you take it to Southern Nazarene this week, a team that's playing a lot better right now. Do they have your attention as far as what they've been able to do, both against ECU, a team you just played, and then Monticello as well?
Yeah, they got nothing to lose. You know, I feel like they're going to come out and ready to play against us. We got to come out and hit them in the mouth. You know, I mean, we can't. You know, we got to come out and play. You know, they have nothing to lose against us. So hopefully we can come out and play against them pretty good.
Well, it seems like when their running game is working, that's when Southern Naz is most effective. Is that kind of how you guys see it?
Yeah, that's what I was watching the other day in film. We're gonna shut down the run, make them one-dimensional, and make them pass a little bit. But I think we'll shut down the run. We just gotta come down hitting.
Well, for the most part, you guys have done a good job against the run this year. Maybe after last week, giving up an 80-yarder, giving up several big plays. A little bit more motivation to work hard in the run game this week?
Yeah, Coach said we're going to bug down and do a lot of tackling drills this week in practice, so we'll be good and getting off blocks and stuff like that coming downhill.
Well, it's great to see that you're back on the field. You still have your senior year in front of you, in fact, as well. So I guess a blessing that something like this, you know, your heel injury didn't happen your senior year.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I just got to hit the offseason, get faster and stronger. See what happens after that.
Well, is it a reality that, you know, if you're able to win these last two games of the season, play well going into the off season, does that really help a program, you think?
I really do. I think it'll help us, you know, push forward and get better for next year. You know, I know a bunch of our guys are already we haven't talked about it, but we're kind of already thinking like getting ready for next year and stuff like that, and talking about off season, how we're going to even hit it super hard and stuff like that, and all of us get faster and stronger. So.
Tough position to be in, but whatever motivates you, right? Hey, thanks so much, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
That is Tyler George, linebacker for the Southwestern Bulldog football team here on SWOSUathletics.com. Welcome back into SWOSUathletics.com. A little player profile for you, as we were just talking about it. First interview ever. Oh my gosh, with Colin Bricker. Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing great. Tight end for the Southwestern Bulldog football team. He slid into that spot. It was the double fours last year. This year it's the double eights. What'd you learn from Ryan Corbin last year that has helped you translate it into this year?
Well, last 2 years I was behind Ryan Corbin, and just seeing him play, how he approaches every game, every practice, it was just a big learning. I just learned a lot from him, just how to play the game at the college level, because it's a totally different ball game up here, and learning from him and All-American, it was the best thing that could happen to me.
Absolutely, and you've had some success this year in the passing game, but you've pretty much almost taken over that type of role. About the only thing you don't do is maybe split all the way out wide, but is that something you want to add to your game as well, the ability to take on a corner one-on-one at some point?
Oh, definitely. I mean, he worked so hard just to get his speed, his agility up, and so, I mean, the next 2 years, that's what I'm going to work on, just to play all the positions he played and eventually turn into that role that he was at SWOSU. So.
Oh, are you pleased with the way a tight end is used in this offense? Because sometimes you think of, okay, teams in gun a lot of time, things like that. Maybe they don't use a tight end, but offense is so multiple that you could line up anywhere on any given play.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that I love about it, because I'll be in the slot, backfield, on the line, and it's just awesome because teams don't really know where I'm going to be at, and they have to game plan for that, and so I feel like we have an advantage when we move me around, and so I like that.
All right, fantastic. We're talking with Colin Bricker here, and came to SWOSU a few years ago. What was the factor in your decision to choose Southwestern?
Well, coming out of high school, I played QB my senior year, and there wasn't many places that wanted me to play offense, and this is one of the places that I had the ability to play offense, and you know, I fell in love with this place. I love the coaching staff and just the mentality around the program. I really just fell in love with it.
Where did people want you to play?
It was mostly linebacker,
Okay.
because my freshman through junior year I played linebacker and a little bit of tight end, so it was mostly linebacker, and then with the QB my senior year, most people didn't want me to play offense, so this place gave me a chance, and I was really thankful for it.
Well, can't wait to see that tight end around pass, or just a little throwback to the tight end, and hit Brad down the seam or something like that. So I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
I believe you have a brother back at Piedmont still, right? He actually played quarterback against Weatherford this year. We saw him.
Yeah, actually I have two. One's a sophomore,
there you
but the senior played QB for the first 4 or 5 games until the starter came back. But yeah, he's a safety now, and he's wanting to play at the next level too, so maybe he can end up here sometime.
And then the sophomore, he's kind of a tall drink of water, isn't he?
He's about 6'5" now, and I'm jealous of his height. I'm about 6'2". It's tall, but I don't know where he gets it from, because my parents aren't too tall, but he just keeps growing, and every time I see him, it's keeps shooting up. So.
Well, you got a little bit more beef than him,
Yeah.
so I'm sure you can still out wrestle him and all that stuff. What other sports did you participate in high school?
High school, I was basketball, and then a little bit of baseball, and then mostly golf too. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So baseball and golf kind of conflict. So how did that work out?
Well, I played baseball my freshman year, and
Okay.
then sophomore through senior year, I played golf, and golf is one of my favorite hobbies. So that's one thing I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't get much chance during the football season, but is that a big summer activity and spring activity for you?
Definitely. When I'm not with the football team or working out, I'm trying to get to the golf course and play with my buddies and just have fun out there. It's way to relax for me.
I'm told that you're big into the FCA meetings here at SWOSU as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, my girlfriend is the president of FCA, and I'm kind of the football sponsor, I would say. So bring the guys to the FCA, and I mean, it's a great ministry for us, just to share Christ through sports and activities. And I just love the ministry of FCA. I work camps in the summer. I get to mentor little kids, and so it's been a big part of my life.
Absolutely. Do you guys have weekly meetings, or how does that work during the season?
Yeah, we meet every other Monday, and then the Monday we're off. We have a leadership meeting. It's kind of just a planning meeting. So.
All right. So first time meeting you, we always want to know what's in the future for you now. So you may not know. That's okay, but we try to put the pressure on you. See what you're thinking about. What are you working toward here at SWOSU?
Oh, I'm a business management major, and so the plan is to get my master's here in business administration, and then later down the line, working at oil field. My dad works for Crescent, so he's kind of pushed me towards that way of life, and so that's the plan down the road. So.
Excellent. So, any other interest for you besides golf?
Not much. I mean, every week a bunch of the players were big in fantasy football, so
there you go.
Big rivalry in the locker room with me and some other players, Hunter Dinkins, Connor Bays, and Riley Claiborne are all in the big league together, and so it's a fun thing to just bond over and fight sometimes too. So it's fun.
Well, who's been hit the hardest by the injuries in the NFL this year of those guys? There have been some significant injuries, and Peterson being out and stuff like that. Who's getting hit the hardest? Whose team is getting dinged?
Well, I had Peterson first round.
Oh, man.
But Connor Bays, his team is taking a hit. He has a bunch of guys injured, so he's struggling right now, but maybe he'll bounce back.
Yeah, maybe so. That's nice of you to say that. It's a tough thing, pal. Tough thing. Hey, thanks so much for talking with us. We appreciate it, and good luck this week.
Hey, thank you for having me.
That is Colin Bricker, tight end for the Southwestern Bulldog football team here on SWOSUathletics.com. SWOSU going to Southern Nazarene. It's a really short trip. It's like just this far on the map, so you want to make it out. Just about a 45-minute drive out there, 4 o'clock start, and so really easy trip. Go see the Bulldogs in action, but if you can't make it, listen to it on the radio. It's a 3 o'clock pregame show and a 4 o'clock kickoff on 95.5 The Coyote. John Little for SWOSUathletics.com.